Hi, this is Thresden, and this is part 1 of an Elder Scrolls Online Markarth walkthrough. Markarth just was released earlier in the week, and I've been waiting for a chance to start this new walkthrough, so I'm excited to get started. I wanted to do this on the same character I did the Greymoor walkthrough on, but unfortunately, this character right here, he's not done with Western Skyrim yet, so instead I created this new character, Thresden Sock, and he's a necromancer, a magic and necromancer, and I've played all the way through the Greymoor storyline on him. That way, we won't miss any of the unique dialogue that you get in Markarth if you've finished the Greymoor story, and we won't miss the extra quest line. So, let me go ahead and get started. The music is always so loud on that loading screen, so I hope you could hear me, but I didn't want to start it off inside the game. I thought it was appropriate, since this is a new series, to start it off on the loading screen. So I should be able to go into collections here and start the first quest for Markarth. It should be right here. It says, a dark army marches across Skyrim. Count Verandis Ravenwatch seeks allies in the wild land of the Reach to uncover the true intent of the Grey Host. Find Verandis near Markarth, the primary city in the Untamed Reach. Now, there's two ways to get into Markarth. You can either take a way shrine there. There's a central way shrine that is unlocked automatically.
Pleased to see you in solitude.
You can either take that, or you can ride there on horseback. I think I'm going to go ahead and ride there. So it's down this road right here. It's kind of annoying that there's not a way shrine closer. But that's the closest one. We've got to go through Carthwatch in order to get there. Of course, there's a bunch of...
I'll work with the others, but I do not trust them.
Gonna try to just run through here as fast as possible without engaging with these Grey Hosts, but I might still have to fight a few of them. And this is it. You may have seen this road if you've played Greymoor and wondered where it's supposed to lead to. But before Markarth came out, there was a big wall here. You can actually see it. It's still here. But we should be able to pass through this gate and get to Markarth. And it's not going to let me do it. Alright, well, we're going to have to take the way shrine instead, unfortunately. I'm just going to go ahead and teleport there. It's that's just a bug. I've noticed it happening, and that's unfortunate. I was hoping we could just ride straight there, but we're going to have to take the way shrine. I think I've been saying Markarth the whole time, but what I really meant was the Reach. The name of the zone is the Reach. The name of the capital city is Markarth. And of course, that's the name of the DLC as well.
Be off, Reeker. Ard Kaddock refuses to see you. Now go!
before I gut you.
The Ard needs to hear what I have to say, my friend. It is imperative that we speak.
Sentry Bodfeet?
Move along, outsider, before I put a buzzard hole in you.
Oh, all right.
Reach folk. I don't believe I've ever dealt with a more distrustful lot. I'm here on urgent business, but the Despot of Markarth refuses to see me. While the Grey Host gathers, he hides behind his sentries and his walls, thinking to escape their fury.
The Despot of Markarth?
Ard Kadek, self-proclaimed ruler of the Reach. He rarely ventures out of Understone Keep these days. I've come to offer my assistance, but he refuses to listen. Meanwhile, even here in the shadow of the city, Grey Host agents plot and conspire.
The Grey Host is here?
An alliance of vampires, witches, and werewolves bent on slaughter and conquest. I want to protect the Reach, but to do that, I need to uncover the Grey Host's plans and secure Ard Kadek's cooperation. Would you be willing to help me in this?
All right, I'll help you gather information and get an audience with the Despot of Markarth.
With your help, we may save the Reach yet. While I continue to exert diplomatic pressure, I need you to find information the Ard will consider valuable. Something concerning the rebels that plague his rule, perhaps. Start by talking to the Sentry.
Okay, but how will information help get us an audience with Ard Kadek?
Reach folk deal in bargains. They respect strength and skill, and they believe in rewarding favors. If we can bring something important to the Ard while demonstrating these qualities, I think he'll agree to hear us out.
You really want to work with someone called the Despot of Markarth?
If we're to stop the Grey Host and help the Reach, we don't have a choice. At the very least, we need his resources and support. In my time here, I have heard about these rebels, but I'm not sure the extent of their rebellion. See what you can learn.
All right, I'll see what I can learn about the rebels and their rebellion.
Remember, remain respectful but wary when dealing with Reach folk. They don't suffer long speeches, not even short ones. Keep your conversation with the Sentry brief and to the point. Once you find something, meet me in Markarth at Understone Keep.
Why has the Grey Host come to the Reach?
This Grey Host is somehow connected to the army that ravaged the land in the First Era. Like their ancient counterpart, I assume they seek to conquer and destroy. I need to learn more to know for sure. Meanwhile, we must get the Reach to prepare.
But the Reach folk are barbarians, aren't they?
No, of course not. I won't mince words. The Reachmen are a stubborn and unruly people. They resort to violence at the least provocation, but despite the opinion of most civilized Tamriel, they aren't frothing barbarians.
They're not?
The Reach folk possess a distinct culture that you'll see during your time here. They also enjoy the same capacity for virtue and evil as Bretons, Nords, and the other peoples of Tamriel. Animal skins don't make one a barbarian. Actions do.
All right, fair enough. Why do you care about the Grey Host and the Reach?
As a noble of Rivenspire, I'm here under the guise of a diplomatic mission. However, as the leader of the Raven Watch, my real purpose remains to protect mortals from all manner of supernatural threats.
The Raven Watch?
Brace yourself. The Raven Watch consists of honorable vampires dedicated to restraining the less desirable elements in our brethren. This mandate extends to other supernatural threats, of which the Grey Host is certainly one. And yes, I am a vampire.
You're good vampires that kill evil vampires.
We do not kill unless no other option presents itself. We seek to offer our kin a different path, to help them find a way to live alongside mortals without fear or temptation. By words and deeds, if possible. By force, if necessary.
I don't have a problem working with a vampire.
I appreciate the sentiment. The Raven Watch seeks to build a world where mortals and supernaturals can live together in peace. The Grey Host has a different idea, which is why I've come to stop them. I give you my solemn oath. You can trust me.
Tell me more about the Despot of Markarth.
An appellation he earned, as I understand it. Ard Kadek is said to be ruthless and powerful, a cruel leader who seeks the ruin of Tamriel and the death of any who reject the spirits, or what you and I call the Daedric Princes.
Is any of that true?
That he's a king of broken antlers and carrion crows who eats the hearts of his enemies and hunts children for sport? Perhaps. but the legend always overshadows the reality. Cadoc's legend is a mix of Daggerfall insults and Reach superstitions.
Do you know anything about Ard Kaddock that's true?
He's a canny leader, who applies both caution and brutality in equal measure. He calls himself Ard, the king of the fort, but his rule isn't absolute. Most Reach clans respect him, however. His help will be crucial in the battles ahead.
Okay, a lot of that dialogue sort of assumed that we haven't done Greymore.
Remain respectful but wary when dealing with Reach folk. This Grey Host is somehow connected to the army that ravaged the land in the First Era. Like their ancient counterpart, I assume they seek to conquer and destroy. I need to learn more to know for sure. Meanwhile, we must get the Reach to prepare.
Okay, so this dialogue option only comes up if you finished Greymore. So I'm going to say I stopped the Grey Host in Western Skyrim.
Yes, so my ward Fenorian has told me, which is even more of a reason for you to help me here in the Reach. Whatever Radha al-Saran began in Western Skyrim, I believe he has something even more terrible in mind for the Reach folk.
Alright, let's talk to Sentry Bodvi again.
Didn't you hear? You and that fancy bastard aren't welcome here. Get, or I'll make a scarf out of your guts.
The Grey Host has come to the Reach. Count Verandas wants to help stop them.
We know all about the Blood Drinkers and the Beast Folk. We were dealing with them just fine before Ard Kaddock called us back to Markarth. The Witch Rebels are a bigger threat, along with outsiders who try to get into our business.
Witch Rebels?
Some wilder witch has been stirring up the clans to the east of Markarth, making trouble for Ard Kaddock. But we'll have her head on a pike soon enough. Look, if you want to see the Ard, then bring news he doesn't know. Something about the rebels.
Okay, I'll find you the rebels. Okay, so we got 3 different points on the map where there may be rebels or information about rebels.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what's the easiest way. Here, I'll go to this one first. I love the music in this place. It's so peaceful. Kind of a change from what you normally hear in ESO.
Stay here as long as you like. I'm done waiting for Ard Kaddock to muster the clans.
Are you now? And what do you plan to do about it? Join those rebels? You wouldn't have the first clue about how to find them.
That's where you're wrong. Connell says they're gathering in the eastern foothills.
Well, then your head can wind up on a pike with the rest of them, you damn fool.
Okay, now we know they're going to the eastern foothills, or they're there.
Stay back! If you're one of those invaders, be aware that my fellow rebels are right behind the bend.
I'm interested in learning more about these rebels.
You are? Well, I haven't actually gone and joined them yet. I was just about to head for their camp, but... well, I don't know exactly where it is. Just that it lies to the east in the foothills. Or so I was told. Oh, I said too much. Go away!
Yeah, you sure have said too much.
Away, stranger. I don't deal with outsiders.
That's alright, I don't need anything from you. I just got the information I needed from your buddy there. Alright, it looks like there's some mountains over here. Let's see if we can climb up these mountains and get to this next piece of information. Oh, here's one of those hellhounds. Scary Tales of the Druidak, Book 1. It's a lore book. Greyhost Intelligence Dispatch. Brothers and sisters, Our spies in Markarth report that members of the Witches' Rebellion have infiltrated the city. They gather in homes and street corners, urging their filthy kin to leave the city and join them in the hills to the east. No normal, self-respecting mortal would trade a warm house for a bearskin hovel. But as our Ashen Lord routinely reminds us, the Reachfolk are neither normal nor self-respecting. We cannot allow any Reachfolk to evacuate the city. Any barbarians found wandering the hills and forests of this God's forsaken land is fair game. Let these rebels fear the woods and flee the night. The sooner they die, the sooner our plans come to fruition. Bound in blood, Pentarch Hautring. Okay, so it appears that these rebels are actually opposed to the Grey Host. So, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't be helping out the Despot of Markarth. He might be worse than the rebels. And here's some dead person. Letter to Apprentice Guerina. Apprentice Guerina, I know you still struggle with your letters, so I will keep this brief. Darkness has descended upon the valley of Karth. The wise have taken shelter behind the stone walls of Markarth, where Ard Kadok sits ever watchful. But there are clans that refuse to abandon their territories, no matter the danger. The Ard has graciously granted me the use of a hall for the purpose of erecting a new shrine to the Lord of the Arena, our Hunt Father, Hirsine. Join me there and bring the symbol of Hrakibeg with you so that we might build this shrine properly. I will await you in Markarth. High Shaman Glenrock. Right, so I guess the symbol is going to be in here. Symbol of Hrakibeg, a small wooden totem decorated with the claws and fangs of a great bear. Some Reach clans believe it represents Hrakibeg, the mighty bear, one of the 5 aspects of Hirsine. Alright, now that was not a piece of information for the main quest. That was I need to go get that way shrine. I see it on my mini-map, but anyway, that was a different quest, so we'll deal with that.
Damn witch rebels are as bad as the damn vampires. Get away from me, you reeker. You think a Reach warrior with only one good leg can't gut you? Well, think again.
I just want to know what happened to you. Was it the Grey Host?
The Grey Host? Does it look like I've been bitten or clawed? It's the damn witch rebels. And they can't tell a Reach folk from a monster any better than you can. They thought I was one of those invaders. Spirits, take the lot of them.
The witch rebels are hunting the Grey Host?
Aye, like a pack of wild dogs they were. Kept shouting, Arana, Arana, as they bore down on me. I took an arrow in the leg before they listened to me. Before they decided I wasn't an invader. I think Arana spoke to me. I think she was their leader.
Any idea where the rebels come from?
No, like ghosts these rebels are. I plan to return to Markarth and petition the Ard to let me take a war party out to find them. They must be hiding in the eastern foothills. I don't care if they are fighting the Grey Host. They're mine.
Alright, good luck with that.
Go on, off with you. I don't need you staring at my misery, outsider. It's embarrassing enough I got ambushed by the rebels.
Alright, I'm out of here. Who is this?
You're more likely to fall afoul of a vampire than a Reach warrior right now. And better, that the Reach warrior might just be an ally instead of an enemy.
Let's see, can I sell you something? Alright, just that one item. I want to get this way shrine over here. I saw it as I was riding up. There it is.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, got some jute too. I have never upgraded this character's crafting abilities because I've been just spending my skill points on all different kinds of necromancer abilities. So he's still making jute items. Then we've got a striking locale over here. Then it looks like there's a set station nearby. Can I steal this meat? By the way, this character is totally evil, okay? He'll steal stuff, he'll kill innocent people, he doesn't care. Most of my characters I try to, they're like fairly law-abiding citizens. They'll break in someplace if they have to, but this one's different. Got a lore book there. Thought this was, yeah, I can steal this poultry. And maybe the rabbit too? Yeah. Now the set station is apparently up on top of this mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's also a world boss here, but I'm definitely not going to be messing with that. Unless there happens to be someone else trying to do it at the same time. May as well make use of the cooking fire there. Alright, so that's it. I don't want to mess with this world boss. So I'm going to try to backtrack and go to Shaman Glenrock. As a matter of fact, let's see what is next as far as the main quest. So the next step is to go to Understone Keep. That is... Oh, it's in the same place. Okay, so both of our quests are in the same place. I believe that's actually the entrance to the city of Markarth. Alright, now there is this camp coming up here. What's this? So we do have one kind of map icon we could go to, and that's this camp over here. Let's see. Cinderheart Clan Camp. This is kind of like the giant camps in Western Skyrim. But they're a little bit different. Well, I don't know if I can even get up there. Here we go. Uh-oh. Got a bounty. Alright, well, that's all the stealing I'm going to do for now. My luck has run out. Alright, here's the clan camp. usually, instead of having to get cheese, like you do in Western Skyrim, you have to pray at a kind of an altar or a totem. See if I can find it. There's a Harrow Storm as well. I'm gonna try to do this quickly so we can go to the Harrow Storm. Yeah, I do not see the thing I'm supposed to pray at. Wait, there it is. I see it.
Yeah.
Alright, completed that. Now let's see if I can get to this Harrow Storm. I know I'm getting further and further away from Markarth, but I just can't resist going to fight this Harrow Storm. There's someone else coming to join the fight. Harrowed Haunt Ritual Site. Looks like there's a quest over there too, but
it has begun.
Gonna have to ignore it for now.
The loss of one pike will not dispel this ritual. As long as one pike remains, the ritual will continue. The pikes are easily replaced. All your efforts are a waste.
Wow. I'm not sure if we came in late or if there's just a lot of people fighting it. Uh-oh. But it's almost over. Just gotta kill this boss.
Survive the ritual. How can you stand against our storms?
Got Blood Amber, Vile Coagulant, and a Witch Knight's Ring, part of the Witch Knight's Defiance set. Gives us weapon damage, which we don't really want as a Necromancer, but that's okay. Alright, let me morph this to Unnerving Boneyard. And I'm going to go to this point of interest over here.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hrolden Ring. Alright, now maybe I can finally make it to the city now. Unless there's some other quest that pops up that distracts me again. I did see a quest near the Harrow Storm, but I don't know what happened to it. Guess we'll do it later.
Yeah.
Oh. Glad that didn't kill me. If it looks like I'm running around randomly, it's just because I'm not quite sure what the fastest route is to get back to the city. Got another clan camp up here, too.
Damn witch rebels are as bad as the damn vampires.
By the way, unlike my other walkthroughs, I'm not going to be doing random dungeons or random battlegrounds in this. So it should be pretty fast-paced series, just focused on exploration and questing. Do all the delves and public dungeons and all that, but no group dungeons or battlegrounds. When we get a new chapter next year, I'll do a full walkthrough with the whole leveling experience. But for this one, I just want to show the story and the zone. Alright, here we go. I've noticed sometimes Reach people will spawn when you kneel at the altar. But I'm not sure if that's actually because kneeling at the altar makes them spawn, or if it's just that they're just respawning and I happen to be kneeling at the same time. Now I wonder where the Outlaws Refuge is in Markarth. I wonder if I'll be able to make it there and sell my stolen loot before I get caught.
None of these weak strangers could face a true Reach challenge. Look at you, strutting around, thinking you're tough. Sure, you may have seen a clash or two, tricked yourself into believing you hold a warrior spirit. But could you stand against the true Reach challenge?
What kind of challenge do you have in mind?
Don't you have a gut of stone? Well, how's a den crawling with otherworldly beasts sound? Just you against a horde of Oblivion's worst monsters and spirits. Most outsiders would quiver in fear at the thought.
Do you know of such a place?
I sure do. A cave lies to the south that my clan calls Vatishran Hollows. We hold the Vatishran's rights there. A combat ritual meant to test our warriors' mettle. I challenge you to go there. Prove that you belong in the Reach.
I accept your challenge. How do I get there?
Impressive grit. A shame the rights will definitely kill you. This cart can take you to Vatishran Hollows right away. Otherwise, head south to find the cave entrance. I'll send word ahead to my clanmate Khadgarn. Speak to him when you get there.
Tell me more about the Vatishran's rights.
Our clan uses the rights to determine which of our children shall ascend into adulthood. If they survive the challenge, they come out as full Reach warriors. They carry all the privileges and responsibilities that the clan offers.
This is a challenge for children?
Ha! Indeed it is. Which means it'll be the perfect match for an outsider.
Alright, I'm not going to go ahead and do that yet. I'm going to wait until we leave Markarth. I'm going to go into Markarth first. And then... Alright, it says failed, you left. I wonder if I can still take the wagon. Yeah, I can still take it. Okay. So, eventually we'll go and just turn in that quest. But I won't be doing Vatistron Hollows in this walkthrough, because that's a really, you gotta do it over and over and over again. It's an arena, so it's really, difficult content that kind of is meant for once you finish the story. So I'll just do a different video for that won't be part of this. Let's see what Basthiladir says.
Always heard the terrible reputation Reach folk carry was a bunch of gnawed codswallop. I see some of where that came from, sure. Let's get out of here.
Uh-oh. Alright, I'm just gonna pay him. So I lost all my stolen goods.
Looking to
So
travel to
apparently,
more civilized country, no doubt.
this will take you back to the core game areas. Okay, let's see. We've got... Looks like an inn here.
Reach walk are many peoples, each following their own.
Alright, I wonder if there's an inn room here you can get that'll let you teleport here every day. Drinks of the Reach. Alright, so everybody else has a room except me. I don't see the usual person that gives the quest where you... Ah! Are you kidding me? How could he see me? Alright, I'm gonna have to find the Outlaws Refuge, which is way over here. Better go ahead and figure it out now. Here we go. Alright, looks like the fence is right here.
You weren't followed, were you? Last thing I need is a band of Reachmen trying to steal from me what you... Look, I'd never tell...
Let's see what she says here.
So, you've still got both hands. You're faring better than half the thieves in Markarth, believe me. Now, let's see what you brought me.
I already gave you what I brought you. Got lots and lots of quests here. My compass is blowing up. Should be a Waystron close by, too. Which guild is for you? calling all adventurers, sellswords, spellslingers, and scoundrels. Do you find yourself in need of adventuring companions? Do you long for the kind of camaraderie that daring exploits make possible? Perhaps it's time you joined a guild. To explore the current listings, speak to Guild Herald Amsad. Alright.
Have you seen the note? If you seek companions for your adventuring, look no further. This one can help with that.
Tell me more about the guild listings.
Ah, of course. These listings are where other adventurers, much like yourself, can declare their interest. Those of a similar proclivity can join up together and form guilds. Take a look. This one is sure a group suited to your needs awaits you.
Alright, so this is pretty cool. You can look at this guild listings, and it just brings up the Guild Finder page in the interface. I got some new sets. There's also this new collections tab that allows you to permanently collect gear, which you can then reconstruct. This is in the whole game. You don't have to have Markarth to get this. It's just part of the update.
Have you had the chance to review the guild listings, friend?
I looked through them.
Wonderful! This one hopes you found something that interests you. Too often, this harsh world becomes isolating. Finding companions can make it bearable, Here, a little something for your time. This one is quite pleased you stopped by, and hopes that you find a guild that appeals to you. Amsad wishes you many friendships and adventures in your future.
Can you tell me anything more about these listings?
The listings are a place for like-minded adventurers to come together. The world is quite vast, no? Many times it is difficult to find those with similar interests to your own. With this register, you need look no further.
Alright, sounds useful. I believe this is the daily quest area right here.
Finally, someone who looks strong enough to actually help.
No telling what they'll find out there next.
In search of brave adventurers of all kinds.
Work for hire in Markarth. Trouble and abundance plagues the people of the Reach. If you count yourself among the bravest and strongest of adventurers and are willing to face untold dangers to accumulate gold and glory, then the Reach folk have a job for you. Seek out Consul Cardia in the city of Markarth for details. Here she is.
Are you here about the notice? So many new faces in the city, but we could use the help. If you need work and aren't concerned about the risks, then we should talk. As a former Imperial Consul, I assure you that this is all above board.
What sort of work are you offering?
Oh, not me. At least not directly. I'm more of an administrator. Have been since the days of the Longhouse Emperors. Luckily, Arkadic likes me and decided to keep me employed. You want Bralthahon, Gwennifa, and Neldenna. They offer jobs on a daily basis.
I want to know more about the kind of work they need accomplished.
Curious and deliberate. Good qualities in an adventurer. Usually means you'll live longer. Alright, what do you want to know?
Tell me more about the jobs Neldenna offers.
Did you notice the strange storms sweeping the countryside? They aren't natural. The result of rituals performed by invaders known as the Grey Host. Neldenna seeks help to disrupt the rituals and stop the storms. You'll need a group to deal with this.
Tell me more about the jobs Bralthahon offers.
Bralthahon represents the various clans of the Reach and offers jobs that benefit them. These involve acquiring items or gathering components from specific locations. A single adventurer can usually handle these tasks without too much trouble.
Tell me more about the jobs Gwyneth offers.
Some terrible creatures have recently been spotted in the area. The Reach clans can't deal with them, and the Ard soldiers are busy with the invading forces, so Gwennifa is recruiting adventurers. A group will be needed to end these monsters.
Alright, how do I get one of these jobs?
If you want to work alone, see Bralthahon. Odd tasks, but they pay well. For group work, talk to Gwennifa and Neldenna. Their jobs are dangerous. Bring friends. Here's an advance.
to show you that Ardcatic personally supports these efforts.
Alright, she's giving us 55 gold.
Remember, Bralthahan for jobs you can handle on your own, and Gwennifa or Neldena for jobs that require groups to deal with. For every task you complete, you'll be paid for your efforts.
What's an Imperial Consul doing in the Reach?
Oh, how quickly we forget our history. You do remember that the Longhouse Emperors came from the Reach, don't you? They ruled the Empire for decades, including the Reach. I was sent here as my first assignment. I grew to love the place.
The Empire's gone. Why are you still here?
Ardcatic came to appreciate my administrative skills. When the Empire fell, he requested I stay. Now I maintain records for the job brokers. So few of the Reach folk have the ability to read and write, which makes my service extremely valuable.
Alright, fair enough. So yeah, you get 3 daily quests here every day. 1 to kill a world boss, 1 to go into a delve, and 1 to, let's see, what was the other one? To destroy a Harrow Storm. So, that can be fun if you've already finished the story, or in our case, we're going to take these quests, and if we happen to be able to finish them while we're doing the story, then we'll complete them as well for a little bit of extra experience points and some gear and outfits and things like that.
Ah, hello, adventurer. I have need of someone with your kind of metal. It's dangerous work, but there is a reward if you're so inclined. What do you say?
What needs to be done?
Reports of a strange fungal mold affecting the animals in Gloomreach have come to my attention. The Reach folk think the magic in that place might be causing the animals to produce it, and that it could be quite useful if that's the case.
What do you need me to do?
I need someone to gather samples of the fungal mold. The creatures should naturally shed it, so it will be easy to collect. But there's no telling how this affliction has affected them, so I advise caution. What do you say? There's pay involved.
I'll recover samples of the fungal mold.
Watch yourself out there. More than one adventurer has underestimated the dangers of the Reach.
What more can you tell me about this fungal mold?
Truthfully, I don't know much more than what the Reach folk told me. The creatures producing it tend to vary, according to reports. I've heard gloomspore bears and wolves seem to be most affected, but it's not limited to them.
Is the growth dangerous?
In and of itself? No, I should think not. The beasts themselves, however, are another matter. I would employ caution.
If you've got the spine for dealing with threats to the Reach, the Ard Stonehands could use you. Might be able to pull something out of the Markarth vaults to reward you for it, too.
Anything I can help with?
Just a rumor from one of our scouts. Apparently, he stumbled upon some new kind of dwarf machine in a nearby cave system. Said he'd never seen anything like it. If the thing exists, it's supposedly laying out strange beacons in some kind of pattern.
What kind of pattern?
I've no clue. Don't care either. Those metal beasts are nothing but trouble. I want it taken care of. We'll pay you to head down into that cave and check it out. If you find that thing, destroy it. Same goes for the beacons.
Alright, I'll destroy the machine and any beacons I find.
Good luck out there. You must decide for yourself if you're the hunter or the hunted today.
Why do you want the dwarven construct destroyed?
I don't like surprises, especially when they come in the form of remnants of the deep folk. We've enough problems without needing to worry about a strange new metal beast roaming around. Easier to just be done with them.
Have you ever tried to recover one?
We have no use for dwarf mischief. You can't trust anything those daubers created. We get by with our own needs, and our own way of life just fine. Better to destroy it before it gets loose and hurts someone. The Stonehands want to avoid that.
Tell me about the Ard Stonehands.
We gave our loyalty to Caddoc long before he became Ard. We are his sword, his shield, and his counsel. There are many threats in the Reach. Too many for one person. So we deal with the ones the Ard can't handle.
Like the Fighters Guild?
That rabble. We killed more than a few who came here hoping to steal our land. We don't sell our skills for gold. We devote our lives to protecting the Reach and its people. Compare us to them again, and we'll have more than words.
Then why are you recruiting?
A fair question. We exist to protect Caddoc and our clan, not the entire city. With all the clans gathering in Markarth, all the infighting, we're stretched thin. For once, maybe outsiders can help instead of harm. Let's hope I'm right.
Okay, now that's interesting. She seems to be, well, here's the Fighters Guild right here, so it's not like they've kicked the Fighters Guild out. They do have a base here, so that's kind of strange, the story she told. This is Neldena.
All these so-called tough women and men of the Reach gather here in Markarth, yet none of them will deal with the horrors I witnessed. This army in our land raises storms that drag the souls right out of our people.
Tell me more about these storms.
I'm an agent of Ard Kadok, the ruler of Markarth. He charged me to find out all I can about these deadly storms and put a stop to them. Reach witches aiding the Grey Host summon them. Call them harrow storms, if you can believe it.
What do you need from me?
I don't know much yet, but I do know how to stop a harrow storm. I'll tell you if you're willing to help. Take some friends, find the storm, and destroy all the witch pikes and grey reliquaries you find. Without them, the summoning ritual will fail.
Okay, I'll gather some companions and deal with these harrow storms.
I'm confused. Did you or did you not just agree to put down the villain summoning these harrow storms? Because it seems like you're standing here talking to me instead of going out and disrupting one of their rituals.
I know something about harrow storms from my time in Western Skyrim.
Do you now? You can tell me all about that later, provided you're willing to share. In the meantime, I know the Grey Host somehow convinced Reach Witches to develop the ritual that summons the storms. Stop them, and we stay safe a little longer.
I know how to disrupt a harrow storm ritual.
Of course you do. Just find a ritual site and destroy any witch pikes and grey reliquaries in the vicinity. Take allies with you though, or expert or not, you won't last a moment. Those sites are heavily guarded.
But why are you recruiting outsiders to do this work?
That was Ard Kadok's fool idea. Only it turned out to be a brilliant tactic to get these cursed storms under control. Our Reach warriors are spread thin, so we're looking for help wherever we can find it.
Alright. Now I just want to make sure we are focused on the correct quest. I'm sure we're going to pick up more quests along the way, but just in case we run out, I do want to at least have that quest be focused. So I guess the Way Shrine is all the way up here. What's this? Outlaws Refuge. Okay. Gotta be some way to get to that Way Shrine. It looks like it's not even in the city, but actually it's down this way. There it goes. And there's something weird where whenever you discover this Way Shrine, you have to reload in order to get it to turn white on your compass. Alright, and now it's turned white, showing that I did discover the Way Shrine. Trying to see, are there any more quests nearby? Looks like we can head on over to meet up with Verandis.
You haven't seen a short reachman with white hair, shaven in odd patterns, have you? He escaped his lessons with me again.
No, I haven't.
Ah, a shame. Thank you, friend. We were in the middle of the saga of the Cloud Ghosts. I must learn to accompany him when we break for food. Otherwise, he'll never relearn how to tell his clan's stories.
You're teaching him how to tell his own clan stories?
Yes, at their request. I found this clan on my way here, and for the price of a tale, they let me stay in their camp. I'm a much better storyteller than their clan lawkeeper, so we struck a deal. I teach him how to tell his clan stories better.
What do you get from this arrangement?
Aside from clan protection? Why, all their stories, of course. I think I'm getting the better end of this deal, even with my student disappearing with growing frequency. Please excuse me as I continue looking. May your own tale grow in the telling.
All right, good luck. All right, so what is this? Scout Fulgov is above. But maybe I'll pick that up later. I'm going to go on in and talk to Verandas. This is Understone Keep. Alright, that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll talk to Count Verandas from House Ravenwatch, and we'll see if we can use this information that we've gained to curry favor with the Despot of Markarth, and maybe he'll give an audience to Count Verandas. Thanks for watching. See you next time.